Ladies and gentlemen, I begin with a simple refrain. What is an American? Are we a people who value our freedom and independence, or are we a people who only wish to be cared for? Who are we? The people of the Constitution or the people of Marxist determinism? Do we decide our fate or permit our government to do so? Are today's universities that permit only a socialist viewpoint our views as well? And who decided that these universities should only teach Marxist dogma? Why do they ignore our heritage, Western democracy? Who appointed these universities and their sycophants, the arbiters of our views? Do Americans believe in equality of opportunity or equality of results? If you listen to our Democrats, i.e. socialists, it is results. If people have different levels of skills or abilities, how is that even possible? Well, that's why today we have ever-growing bureaucracy and ever less freedom. Do Americans want omnipotent, never-ending state regulation and control? So we, the ancestors of the Founding Fathers, expect to be ruled by these dictators. Even de Tocqueville, 160 years ago, observed that democracy was vulnerable to politicos bribing us with our own money. Is that not the basis for never-ending promises from the Democratic Party? Promise Americans their own money with no consideration of how to pay. This began with Roosevelt and Social Security, which should have been insurance turned into a tax. Today, Biden offers trillions while the budget balloons and our future is at stake. But as closet socialists, they have nothing else to offer. Democrats have failed to read history or drink the Marxist Kool-Aid of Howard Zinn. A common refrain heard today is the imminent end of the modern era. Sound like Jimmy Carter and inflation? Great civilizations die from within, beset by ignorant social imperatives and loss of confidence. Uneducated citizens believe anything served up by these propagandists and their cohorts. The Democrat is imbued with the socialist desire to rule and manipulate society. They are supported by the Marxist-dominated universities and George Soros. America was built on nationalism and patriotism, not internationalism and socialism. Socialism has failed wherever tried throughout the 20th century. Marxism is directly responsible for over 114 million deaths in the 20th century. Joe Stalin, Bernie Sanders' personal hero, accounted for 36 million deaths. Mao Zedong, who Roosevelt considered an agrarian reformer, 72 million. And Pol Pot, 6 million. Let us not forget that great island jailer, Fidel Castro, of whom the community organizer and friend of former terrorist Bill Ayers, Obama, was so fond. America today finds itself at a crossroads. Sink into the oblivion of the herd, dependent on a self-serving, all-promising government, or, if it is not yet too late, rediscover the light of self-resourcefulness and independence which allowed our forefathers of democracy to arrive on the world stage. May we not throw off the repugnant yoke of our socialist overseers and reclaim our birthright, so hard won by our forebears. Is the Constitution a living, breathing document or only an old piece of parchment?